Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, it's love, it was always love, it is and it will always be love. I'm not sure I got that 100% right. I was going through Rolodex of love mantras, and one of my favorite Fish songs started playing in my head. That line, it's love, it was always love. I always think it's always love, but it was always love. It is and it will always be love. And there's another line in here. I was like, oh, this is the essence. As we are in our last day of Sun in Leo and all this crazy astro energy, all this crazy world energy we've going through, this little part. We move through stormy weather, we know our days are few, we dream and we struggle together, and love will carry us through. And so this is the essence of our last full day of Sun in Leo, last full day before Mercury retrograde, finishing up the yachtiness, bless Joe in the background, finishing up the yachtiness, exclamation point, taking over the place of, not taking over, but doing the mahalo work, bringing our attention. And we have some interesting energies going on today. Of course we do, right? So today we have Venus square Jupiter, and we have Mars opposite Neptune, as well as a few other things going on. It's interesting to me because right around the time that Venus went retrograde, we had Mars opposite Saturn. And now Venus is still in the process. We have a little bit more time before Venus goes direct. Like week and a half-ish before Venus goes direct. Closer to 2 weeks, but somewhere around there. And here we have that push and pull with Mars in Virgo bringing reality to our face, and Neptune and Pisces being like, what you see is not always true. You probably did not hear my phone just do that. My phone just made a very sound to go along with that. So here we are, somewhere in the middle, stuck in the middle with you, between reality, whoa, and this cosmic plan that we're aware of internally. Like our internal blueprint knows where we're going. We know the destination. The destination is Eden. The destination is utopia. The destination is love. It's wonder. It's beauty. It's goodness. And we see reality and we're like, are we going in the right direction? Is this unfolding correctly? And the universe is like, yeah, this is part of the roller coaster. This is part of the ride. This is part of the event. This is part of the energy. Don't get too caught up in these moments, because these moments will keep you stuck like quicksand. And keep in mind this cosmic force pulling you towards your destination. And so that's this Mars-Neptune opposition. Both sides can hold illusion, right? And yet, it's a call to be present and bring your daydream, use your illusion to keep supporting our way to Disneyland, to keep supporting our way to the good stuff, to wherever it is we're going, that unfolding. Now, part of the stickiness may be this Venus-Jupiter square that we are experiencing. So this is our second pass at this. Jupiter, preparing to go retrograde in the sign of Taurus, is amplifying a lot of our earthly experiences here. Our issues around money, issues around our personal worth, issues around food and substances, issues around, should I be productive? Can I be lazy? I don't believe there's any truth to laziness. So we have that square kind of up in our face as reality. And Neptune over here is like, you're worthy if you lay there all day. You're worthy if you are like Lucy, and I Love Lucy, when that was the image I was getting. The chocolate covered cherries. I don't know what the chocolate things are, but those chocolate things where she's like trying to, I don't even know what she's trying to do. Doing whatever she's doing to them. You're worthy if you are making $1 million an hour. You are worthy if you are making $0 an hour. That is the cosmic truth that we all need to remember in and through this. That we all need to bring to our inner child. Because our inner children have been taught otherwise by religion, by school, by parents, by the world in general. And by us all being able to reteach ourselves, deprogram that, shift that energy, we all heal. And we all take us one step closer to whatever that utopia is that we're moving towards. This isn't fantasy. That actually is reality. We're here undoing the places where we've forgotten that we are love. So, sometimes we have to face it. And so here's one of these reality moments. This also could bring up little wobbliness in relationship. So do be aware of that. The good news is that the peak of it happens early in the morning. You may face this energy in your dreams. You may face this in the early morning hours. You may find yourself feeling a little loco about it. You may find yourself ruminating about it through the day. But keep in mind the little push and pull between reality and the cosmic plan. And while we're called to be present, don't forget this piece. I think too often we forget that cosmic plan piece. Now, because the astro can't just be simple, we have the moon in Scorpio feeding into this square. So the moon in Scorpio is going to be squaring Venus and opposing Jupiter. Now, the moon in Scorpio can bring up some of that deep, dark psyche energy. It can bring those fearful places. It can bring elements of survival. Abundance is such an interesting thing, right? Money, prosperity is such an interesting thing. Full on, truth. I have my Chiron in Taurus. It has always been a very interesting thing for me, understanding money and worth. It is an ongoing wellness practice for myself, ongoing healing when it comes to that. And there's a lot of old programs in there from multiple lifetimes, from my ancestry, that feed in. And I know I'm not the only one. I know many of you feel that way too. So just be aware that some of that fear may come up and pull some of those chains in you that are like, oh my gosh, it's not safe here. And as you go through that, remind yourself, we have unlimited resources on this planet. It is such an abundant planet. And we are told otherwise. And I'm not talking about everything. I'm definitely not going political in this. There is so much money. There's more than enough love for all of us. There's so much food. We need to love ourselves. We need to love our earth. We need to recognize this energy and work in harmony and work in balance and not work in fear. Because a lot of those times when we're working in fear, we go against the cosmic divine truth. So, I think I'm going to leave that energy here for today. Do realize Mercury retrograde coming in tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. Sun in Virgo moving in on Wednesday at 2 a.m. Pacific time. So we are on that precipice of the shift. Make time for fun. Make time for love today. And remember, it is and always will be love. So, I love that in my cards today, we have the abundance card with the maturity. And the maturity card is like, actually, this is the ace and the king of pentacles. It's like, here we have well-rounded abundance energy. I hope you saw the meme that I posted on Gaia Blooming that had a little animal hanging out with its animal friends and being like, I'm rich. And staring at the sunrise or sunset and being like, I'm rich. And eating some food and being like, I'm rich. We are so rich. We are so blessed. It's beautiful. And we're here and so blessed that we can also help others in our blessings. So, loveliness, and remembering this energy. But there's some trust issues. We have some trust issues based on the teachings of this planet. So recognize when those trust issues are coming up. What's behind that emotion? What's behind your inability to trust in abundance, in yourself, in the universe for providing? And I know I have those evidence moments where it didn't work. And a lot of times I was just as much the problem. In fact, I was 100% the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me, right? So watch for those trust issues in the universe, in abundance, in yourself, in your worth, popping up today. What's the remedy for those? Silence. Silence the mind. Silence that energy. Bring yourself to your full presence. This is a card of a bright future. The future is so bright, you've got to wear shades. Truly. There's that Neptune energy, which is like, come on. Let's move away from that reality just a little bit. And here's, I think, most of us wanting that beautiful unfolding, wanting that beautiful outcome, and not knowing if it's possible in this moment, right here in this black and white of these energies that we've been going through. And yet, even as we're moving towards it, it's coloring our world. It's like when the world went from black and white to color on our TV screens. So, I'll leave that there. This is a very silly scope. And hopefully appropriately joyful for you to help you engage this Leo energy on its last day. I know this was a tough Leo season. Venus retrograde is a tough energy, but we still can have our little bubbly moments. So you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and please remember who you are. Namaste.